Match unbeaten streak snapped on Saturday at OKC, but tonight they try to start a new streak as they return to the Bluff City to step out of division against high-scoring Colorado Springs. We get you set for the action next. And welcome to Memphis 901 FC Soccer Live from AutoZone Park. I'm Rob Fisher alongside Tim Van Horn. And Tim had a 5-match unbeaten streak snapped on Saturday, but the team played hard. They were willing, even though they were shorthanded. And now they come home for 5 of their next 7.
It's tough to go on the road, Rob, but then when you get a red card 24 minutes into the match, it's nothing but an uphill climb. They fought valiantly, got back to win a goal, but just could not scratch it out. I still think that they've got plenty of momentum, plenty of belief, but a big test tonight coming out of the other conference with Colorado Springs Switchbacks.
Yeah, and playing with a lot of confidence right now, especially after the July that this team had, where they went unbeaten in the month of July and played very well on the road and played very well at home, including their last match at home when they took on Tulsa. Played very well and got the victory.
And let me tell you, that one was a thriller. If you weren't here, you should have been here. You need to go back and watch that one. Mark Segber's clearing a ball off of the line, keeping it 0-0 early on, and then Raul Gonzalez with the curling effort into Kyle Murphy, who had injured his head earlier in the half. He's bandaged up, but it didn't hurt him too badly. That probably felt the best it did all night with the 1-0 lead. And then, of course, Kyle Morton in goal was outstanding, saving a clean sheet and preserving the win for Memphis 901 FC when all was said and done on that night. I think that was a signature statement. Ben Pierman and the club showing that they can hang on to a lead. That's something they've had problems with in previous seasons, but not this year. A 1-0 win against a very tough Tulsa.
Kyle Morton will not play tonight. We'll tell you more about that coming up as we take a look at the Central Division standings. And although Memphis didn't get a point on Saturday and dropped down to 6 as Oklahoma City jumped them, still in great position with the 3 points tonight.
Rob, they have played so well in the month of July. They gave themselves a little bit of a cushion. That loss was a setback for Ben Pierman and Memphis 901 FC, but a win tonight. They're right back in it. They're back above the playoff line. They are teetering right there, so they can jump back above 500, get back in the playoff race tonight. But again, it's a big ask against Colorado Springs Switchbacks. They are coming in and they are loaded for bear on offense.
First game this season, and Memphis 901 FC has stepped out of division, so you're familiar with all the teams you played up to this point. Maybe not so much with this team, but this is a team we know they can score, and it's led by Haji Berry. He's #1 in all of the USL, and not only #1 in USL, he's #1 all time in Colorado Springs Switchbacks history with scoring in a season, and we're halfway through.
Yeah, it's amazing. You look at the work that he's done. He's a terrific finisher. He's got 15 goals, 3 assists. He makes everybody better around him. And the scary thing is Haji Berry along with Beckford and Galena. It's Berry, Beckford, and Galena. It sounds more like a law firm, but they are a scoring machine, and they're going to have to be up to the task for Memphis 901 FC's defense to keep another clean sheet.
Yeah, and that starts with Mark Segbers on that defensive line for 901 FC. He's got his work cut out for him. The whole defense has got their work cut out for him.
Yeah, he creates a lot of chances on the offensive end. He marauds up and down the wing, but tonight he's going to have to focus on shutting down that pipeline, keeping Haji Berry out of prime scoring position. It all starts on the wings. If they can keep him out wide, if he does his job there, maybe he takes his chances on the counterattack.
Memphis 901 FC taking on the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC tonight at AutoZone Park as Memphis 901 FC is back home for the next 2 and 5 of the next 7. We get you set for kickoff when we return. All the action's coming up next.
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex. Termites.
Don't mess up your deck with Tex-Mex. Terminex, here to help. Don't burn down the duplex. Terminex.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
Weird. Come on. Great. You for real? So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination. AutoZone, your battery solution.
At Chick-fil-A Caraway Village, we always look forward to seeing Ellie. Nick also.
Ellie just gets excited and bolts right towards him.
She loves to come and get the bag and trots right back to Nick.
We never even had to ask them to hand her the bag. The team members just automatically knew to do it. It was just that little thing, that level of customer service that kind of blew my mind.
We're just really glad that Nick shared Ellie with us. We take care of our guests, whether they're two-legged or four-legged.
Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. At Memphis 901 FC, soccer tonight against Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. We are live at AutoZone Park in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, for all the action going on tonight. Should be a good one with these two teams, and looking forward to a high-scoring affair and trying to shut down a high-scoring team.
Well, you never know at AutoZone Park. Last time when Tulsa came in, I thought we were going to have like a 4-3 track meet. I'm with you. I think tonight might be the night. But stranger things have happened at AutoZone Park tonight with Mark Segbers on defense, and you've got Niall Logue in the back. It looks like they're going to play a flat back three. All bets may be off tonight, but don't count out a 4-3 match either, though.
Well, let's take a look at the Colorado Springs, a lineup presented by AutoZone, and the three names are the three at the bottom. Those three up front, all goal scorers.
Yeah, combined, you've got 15 with Haji Berry, Galena with 5, Beckford with 3, and they've got more than a lot of teams in this league have as a cumulative total. These guys can bury the goals. They've got help with Arguita in the back, behind tucked in the number 6, and Melvin in goal is going to be solid.
Check out the Memphis 901 FC lineup tonight, and a couple of notable things from it. Number one, Brady Scott between the pipes tonight, as Kyle Morton is out for personal reasons. Also, Zach Carroll, he's played every minute this season. He is available to play tonight, but he won't start.
And when I talked to Ben Pierman over the last 48 hours, yesterday's practice was very light. I think they took some knocks in Saturday's match, and we may see Zach Carroll later in the match for a tactical move, a little bit of a breather. Good news, though, Leston Paul back, he's ready to go, and Kyle Murphy with 7 goals, on pace to set a record for the club himself.
Coach Brendan Berg, Colorado Springs, 38-year-old, first year as the head coach at Colorado Springs, played in the Premier Development League, knows Memphis coach Ben Pierman very well from their college days. Actually said that Ben Pierman's pulled a real playoff contender in a very short space of time, and is very impressed with what Ben Pierman has been able to do here in Memphis. We are underway, and that is Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC heading left to right in the white kit. Memphis 901 FC right to left as they wear the home black kit here tonight as we are underway here at AutoZone Park.
Watch Rashawn Dawley down the left side tonight. He's in kit number 16 for Memphis 901 FC. Normally will play a striker / winger role. He is set back off of Kyle Murphy and Salazar tonight. They're going to count on him and his length to work the sidelines.
That's Dally with it along the sideline right off the bat, and we got a whistle, and it'll be, we got a player down.
It's going to be Michael Salazar. Looked like he took bit of a knock. He's holding the side of his neck.
Took a bit of a knock on Saturday as well, and actually came out of the game. Salazar was questionable for tonight's match due to injury, but did get the starting nod. His 12th of the year.
There's a look, just a stray arm. Nothing vicious in that, nothing intentional.
The old stray arm.
The officials are going to say that he's going to have to come off, though, I guess because it was a shot to the head, and at least temporarily. Now we're going to have a contested drop ball.
Don't see many of those.
No.
Memphis controls. There's now Logue. Plays it ahead. Murphy tries to head it. It's knocked away. Memphis regains control at midfield. Kadeem Dakers played all the way back. Skylar Thomas back in the starting lineup for Memphis. His 9th start of the season. Segber's down the right wing.
With Kissiadu out tonight, watch for Segbers. I know he's going to be responsible to defend the wing, but I think he's going to play a little bit forward as well.
Here comes Segbers to Dakers. Dakers back to Segbers. It's knocked away by the defense, kept in, however, by Leston Paul. Now knocked around. Paul tries to control. A quick shot just goes wide.
File that in your memory. That's not something that happens very often. Leston's more the pass before shooting kind of guy.
Sean Melvin, the keeper for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks from Canada in his second season with the club. Switchbacks control. Again, that front line can be lethal. Going to have to keep your eye on them and hope we don't say their name a lot. Now, Leston Paul in a lot of pain as he was taken down, foul called. The Memphis captain.
This will be a decent dead ball situation for Memphis 901 FC. About 30 yards away from goal. That's going to be to Melvin's right of his post, but a good opportunity for Kadeem Dakers to lay one inside the 18-yard box. See if he can put it on the head of Skylar Thomas or Niall Logue.
Good pressure here early by Memphis 901 FC as we're just underway here at AutoZone Park in Memphis. Kadeem Dakers. He'll hit it off the restart. Dakers comes in front, headed away, and out of bounds. That's going to be a corner kick for Memphis. Did not have a corner kick in the first half Saturday against Oklahoma City.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And then had 6 in the second half.
I was very impressed with how they played with the man down in the second half. I think whatever Ben Pierman told them in the dressing room really resonated in the second half. And now here we go early on, some good pressure, good opportunity off this Celtic crossing corner kick.
Yeah, I think that was the key. You said it earlier, played with a lot of confidence, I think. And I think that's the key. They're playing with a lot of confidence here recently. Celtic crossing corner for 901 FC. Played into the box, header by Thomas, and a save by Sean Melvin. Skylar Thomas, as we mentioned, back in the starting lineup for Memphis. His 9th start of the year, does have a goal on the season. Now Colorado Springs with possession. Played down the right wing for Beckford, Deshane Beckford. One of the dangerous 3 forwards here. The other's number 77, Andre Lewis. He's dangerous. I guess we could say 4 dangerous forwards if you want to count Lewis. Galena and Barry the others. Galena currently with the ball.
We all know what Segbers can do on the right side for Memphis 901 FC. Test tonight on the left side with Andre Reynolds. Ben Pierman says that while Raul Gonzalez is out nursing an injury, Andre Reynolds, it's up to him to make that position his, and he expects him to hold his own very much like Segbers does on the left side. So a challenge tonight, and watch for Colorado Springs to test Andre Reynolds tonight over there, as Segbers is going to be busy enough, but they're going to try that youngster who's on loan from the Chicago Fire.
That was a good possession until the end there for Colorado Springs. As it goes out, and now Memphis with the throw-in. Andre Reynolds will throw it into Logue. Logue plays it ahead too far. Picked up by Michael Edwards. And back comes Colorado Springs. Macangila. Over on the left side, Tristan Hodge, a former Memphis 901 FC player. Played the last 2 years here in Memphis. Skylar Thomas will boot it out. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Colorado Springs. Hodge with it at midfield. All the way back to Jimmy Ockford, and they'll play back to the keeper, Sean Melvin. Last time they did this, his pass went astray. Melvin this time ahead for Beckford, too far, headed out by Reynolds. Now 901 FC takes over. Logue will play it all the way back to Brady Scott, the keeper. We got a whistle. Things got a little too physical there. It's time for our Campbell Clinic injury report. Campbell Clinic has a walk-in clinic at all locations and a Saturday walk-in clinic in Germantown. Also an evening walk-in clinic till 8 p.m. in Germantown and South Haven. Check out all the information at campbellclinic.com. Logue with the big left foot down the right side. Dakers running in to try and get it. Can't control it, and it'll be a goal kick.
It's an ambitious ball. It's good diagonal ball. If you're gonna have somebody latch onto it down the wing, it might as well be Kadeem Dakers. He does terrific work over there, allowing Segbers actually a little bit of breathing room to tuck inside from time to time.
Colorado Springs tries to play it long. Logue racing back. Lewis did a nice job of cutting Logue's angle off, so he couldn't get it back to the keeper, and I think this one's going to come all the way back for a throw, and I think Logue went out of bounds. Colorado Springs. They control. Here's Barry. Haji Barry, leading scorer in the league, gets it back. Now to Lewis. Beckford. Beckford crosses it, knocked away by Logue, and cleared out. Not all the way out. Barry tries to control. Knocked off it. Lewis, a long shot, and that goes wide. And it'll be a goal kick for Memphis. They'll shoot from anywhere.
Yeah, they will, and they'll hit from time to time too with the three, and you mentioned 4 players from Colorado Springs that are able to pull the trigger. All they need is just an extra step of space. That was a good spell of possession by them on the last turn. That 1-2 push there, an opportunity pulled out, goes wide. Well, extended possession there, putting some pressure on Memphis 901 FC here early on.
Brady Scott has started 3 games for Memphis this season. 50% save percentage, faced 12 shots. He's got 6 saves. On loan from Austin FC. In goal tonight, Kyle Morton out for personal reasons. Colorado Springs, long pass ahead for Barry. Barry plays it in front. Now a long blast goes high over the goal. That long blast from Macangila, Beverly Macangila. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship, many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportsamerica.com. Oduro for Memphis. Right wing for Segbers. Now Leston Paul. Plays it near side for Reynolds. Reynolds can't control. Daly now hustling back as Beckford comes away with it. And they try to play it for Beckford down the right wing. Shane Beckford, his crossing pass is knocked away by the Memphis defense. And Reynolds will bring it back for 901 FC. Reynolds taken down. A whistle, foul. 901 FC restart.
That was a terrific play by Skylar Thomas. This is a good press, good attack by Colorado Springs on the pullback, but on the centering pass, Skylar Thomas not only well positioned, but also knew where to play it into space and put it out of danger. There were no white shirts anywhere near where he was able to clear it. Just took a split second and calmly put that over to Andre Reynolds, out of trouble.
Colorado Springs, Oxford will clear it out to midfield. Skylar Thomas a little too physical, whistle blown as he knocked down Andre Lewis. And Colorado Springs will have control. That's Andre Lewis. He's got 2 goals, both of them coming in the last game against Hartford. He was the man of the match and made the USL Team of the Week for his efforts.
And getting 2 past Jeff Caldwell is no small task. He's been one of the best in the USL Championship. The former Memphis 901 FC goalkeeper has really found a home up in Hartford. You know, it's amazing to think who we've had in goal at Memphis 901 FC and to think of the goalkeepers that are not able to play tonight, even on this year's roster. It really has been an embarrassment of riches in goal for 901 FC, and looking forward to Brady White growing his game.
Taken away now by Leston Paul, but Colorado Springs gets it right back. Here's Burt, Jordan Burt, big Jordan Burt, and big Andre, or big Rashawn Daly as well, who knocked it out of bounds.
I think Brady White was the quarterback
at Memphis. Yeah, Brady Scott.
Both of them a good arm, though.
Yeah. Leston Paul taken down. That's going to be a whistle. Oh, the official dropped his whistle. All right.
And I think he's getting the talk of
a little lesson, right?
Yeah, he's like, okay, you've done this a couple of times. Yeah, the hand to the back of the head to Leston Paul. That'll get you a point in Olympic wrestling too. The takedown.
Niall Logue, who's been very good for Memphis, started the last 6 games. He's been in Memphis for 7. Just a big body back on that defense for Memphis.
Yeah, hasn't he just essentially been plug and play? I mean, it took him no time to integrate into the club.
Here comes Colorado Springs. That's Galena. Mishi Galena to Barry. Barry, the leading scorer, tries to get around one man. Logue is there, and he'll play it out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Colorado Springs. As you see, Niall Logue from Northern Ireland. Great ball.
Yeah, this Colorado Springs Switchback club, they move the ball up north and south across the pitch very quickly. And then the opportunity here, the nice ball in by Barry, a slow roller, and that was a 50-50. You got it, no, I got it. And Logue decided, I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to punch this away.
Lewis will put it in play. The header goes out of play. And that'll be a Memphis goal kick. Fourteenth minute here in this first half at AutoZone Park. Memphis 901 FC and Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. I'm Rob Fisher, Tim Van Horn alongside. As we are scoreless here in the first half. Logue to Rashawn Daly. Daly with the long stride comes down the left wing. We'll play it back to Salazar. Salazar gets between 2. Tries to get past the third. Does. Now Daly. Oduro, nifty feet work. And Memphis loses control. Tristan Hodge, the former Memphis 901 FC member. He'll play it down the field ahead. Now they have control with Beckford. Beckford plays it ahead for Galena, and it's knocked away. Played right back in and headed out by Andre Reynolds. It'll be Colorado Springs ball. There you get a good look at Brady Scott, playing in his 4th game this season.
I know Austin FC has some high hopes for this kid. He's still a youngster. He's still plying his trade, getting some minutes down for Ben Perriman and Memphis 901 FC. They're hoping he can grow his game, become more aggressive, more vocal inside the 18-yard box. And most goalkeepers do. They usually get better with age.
Beckford battling with Reynolds, has the ball on the end line and poked away, and that'll be a corner kick. Andre Lewis will race over for the corner.
And oftentimes this is a test for a young goalkeeper, the high flying balls inside the 6-yard box and taking command of that area.
Played into the box. That header goes wide and out of play. So while Memphis had a couple of opportunities early, Colorado Springs has now come back with a couple of opportunities themselves. Southern College of Optometry is a proud sponsor and the official eye doctor of Memphis 901 FC. Brady Scott plays it down the field, picked up by Lewis. Andre Lewis. Ooh, just can't control, and it'll be turned over to Memphis.
It's a good track back by Rashawn Daly. Getting awfully close to stepping on his heel, but he laid off and was just able to use that sideline as a second defender. Good work.
Memphis trying to control Kent. Makangila takes it away for Colorado Springs. Play it back to Edwards, now back to the keeper, Sean Melvin. Headed back in by Reynolds, now Daly. He loses it. Bad turnover in midfield. Lewis for Colorado Springs, ahead for Beckford. Back to Burt. Burt plays it ahead for Lewis. Pass for Beckford, just knocked away by Reynolds at the last second. Now here comes Dakers for Memphis 901 FC, back the other way. He'll play it down the right side for Kyle Murphy. First time we've mentioned Murphy's name. Murphy now cutting to the middle, and we're going to have a whistle, and that's going to be called on Murphy. It's Tristan Hodge who goes down.
It's a good run by Kyle Murphy. I think his last touch let him down, and that lets Tristan Hodge step in and get some position. Watch here the cutback, that extra little foot or two out in front of him. Tristan Hodge cuts in underneath and is able to pick up the foul. Smart play on the positioning by Tristan Hodge. He is a savvy veteran. You know, not only was he with Memphis 901 FC as a teammate of many of these guys, but also Leston Paul's teammate with Trinidad and Tobago as well. Both of them serving their country very well.
Dominic Oduro now is tripped up from behind. They play on. Here comes Lewis. Oh, Lewis had a man on the left side. That's Galena, but couldn't get the pass to him. And back comes Memphis 901 FC. And Kadeem Daker's knocked down, and that's going to be a foul. Tristan Hodge whistled.
Looks like Tristan Hodge might have bulked up just a little bit since he left Memphis 901 FC. And I think that'll serve him well, too. He's got good speed, good touch. A little more physicality to his game, and that's going to serve Colorado Springs Switchbacks very well.
Skylar Thomas put it back in play here for Memphis. A couple of changes in the lineup tonight for Memphis after playing Saturday, playing again tonight, playing again this Saturday. Memphis says every time we look at the standings, we see Memphis has played 2 fewer games than anyone else in the division. Well, they're going to make up for it here in the next 3 weeks, with 2 games in each of the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, it is finally going to catch up for them, which means rubber meets the road time. It's always great to have the matches in hand, but when they come around, you got to make good on them.
Yeah, and both coaches talking since Saturday's game about recovery being so important, having to come back just a couple of days later and play, that being the most important thing for these 2 teams as they looked at tonight's matchup and the lineups for tonight's matchup. Both teams, a couple of changes in the lineup as we await the player down for Colorado Springs. I believe they're finally going to tend to that player. Is that Tristan Hodge?
No, it's not Tristan Hodge. It might be
Makangila.
Looks like it might be. It's hard to tell from here, but I do know he's not fast to get up right now. And it looked like on the play that Kyle Murphy had just tried to play through him and came past his right shoulder. I don't think he was looking to plow through. Nonetheless, it's gotten physical in the last couple of minutes of this match. Here's another look at that. Watch Kyle Murphy coming through.
Tailbone maybe. Just hard landing. Can hurt your back. A lot of things in play on a fall like that.
Knock the wind out of you. And in this Memphis weather, you're not catching your breath as quickly as you would in the month of March, that's for sure. They've got a couple of guys warming up over on the sideline for Colorado Springs just in case.
Hey, August this month is USL Supporters Month. We want to hear from you. Visit uslchampionship.com/supporters-month for more information on how you can get involved and have a chance to be featured as the supporter of the week. That is all month long, USL Supporters Month. And again, you can go to uslchampionship.com/supporters-month for more information.
Yeah, and I tell you, the one thing I love about the USL Championship, Rob, is the fact that, you know, if you go to a different city and you catch a game, you know, each city has its own unique culture. It's not homogenized, and each place is unique. And most of the time, if you're a visiting fan, it's going to be very welcoming because they want to show you how they do USL Championship. And I think that's what makes it so great, is that the fans, while we all want to cheer for our particular team, each city has its own way of doing things, and it is really a treat to be able to go out of town to, in fact, I was in San Antonio a few weeks ago to watch San Antonio FC play at Toyota Field, to see Liam Doyle play, Cam Lindley, Marcus Epps, former Memphis 901 FC guys. And, you know, wherever you go, whether it's Memphis, San Antonio, wherever, Colorado Springs, you're going to get a great experience chance, the fans, and really, the grassroots level of support that you can only find in the USL Championship, League One, League Two.
Still waiting. Macangila may have hurt his neck a little bit. They were rubbing some ice and some water on him. Just shook up, but he gets to his feet and walks off on his own power. He's from the Congo, playing in his 15th game this season. Steve made Andre Lewis made it look like, I think he's lost his mind a little bit. So let's see. It's going to be a concussion sub.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I mean, it was his head, his neck area. So they're going to have to check him out before he can come back in. And checking in is going to be Steven Echeverria.
13 for 16.
Macangila looks like he's done. So he's heading to the tent. So Steven Echeverria will come back in, or will come in for Colorado Springs. Echeverria out of Wake Forest. Played in virtually every game this year, 14 of them. This is his 15th game that he will play in. This guy usually comes off the bench, hasn't started this year. That sub now, because of the concussion protocol, does not count as a sub for the game.
That's great news, because you hate to see it happen for the player especially, but this early in the match too, the coach, Brendan Burke will still have essentially all of his options available.
So we're back to action. And Colorado Springs controls. They played down the left wing for Galena. Too far for him, and Memphis will get it back. We're scoreless, 25th minute. You're on this Tuesday night in Memphis. Bluff City Mafia getting loud behind Brady Scott. That's a whistle and a foul, and Colorado Springs will get it back. And now we're going to get a scolding.
Did he just blow the whistle at him and interrupt him mid-sentence? I think he just cut off Salazar.
Colorado Springs will put it back in play. Sometimes you love the interaction, don't you?
I only thought mothers-in-law did stuff like that.
Here's Galena trying to get through three defenders, can't. And now Segbers tries to get through two, he can't. Colorado Springs gets it back. Burt, Jordan Burt on the right wing. Play it back for Barry. Barry, head for Beckford. Good defense by Memphis, really swarming the ball. No Duro clears it out. Kept right back in by Colorado Springs. Here's Echeverria. Now Galena. Galena tries to play it in front. It's deflected right back to Brady Scott.
Be interesting to see what he does on this pitch, if he's going to go out wide to Reynolds or if he's going to send this airmail toward Murphy or Salazar.
Now Salazar with a chance, and his shot goes over the goal. Quick chance that just developed.
It's a good head on by Rashawn Dolly, giving an opportunity to Salazar. Try to take it off the half volley.
Nice pick off there for Memphis. Dally, who he can't control, and Colorado Springs, nice defensive play. They take it away. Long pass down the right wing for Galena. Galena gets the ball over Logue. Now Galena plays it into the middle, near side. Echeverria, his shot. Oh, hit it off the heel. That goes wide. way wide, and it'll be a goal kick for 901 FC. This team's got 32 goals on the season. That's in 16 games. It's a team that averages two, obviously, if you're good at math or just know a little math, 2 goals a game. Tim, and with 2 goals a game, a high-scoring team, a team that's capable of scoring 4 goals in a game. How many minutes do we have to get into this game where we say, all right, we're in pretty good position? I mean, keeping them off the scoreboard.
I think you get into about the 60th minute or so, and then you start looking at that, because you have a team that does score a lot of goals. That also means they make good adjustments at halftime. And I think you got to wait another at least 30 minutes until you say, okay, we may be in for a tight one tonight, because I think Ben Pierman does a great job on the halftime adjustments. We've seen that, but Brendan Burke also one of the best at doing that as well. But also, you got to remember, too, Colorado Springs also concedes quite a bit as well. Yes. They are not at the top of their division like we are not either. So they have been known to ship a few goals here and there, too.
Just to give you a point of reference, Memphis 901 FC has given up 19 goals this year. Colorado Springs has given up 28 on the season. So they will give up their share of goals as well. They've scored 32, given up 28. Memphis has scored 15 and given up 19. So 2 different styles of play meeting here tonight.
You know, other than the Oklahoma City match and the Louisville City match, I believe pretty much every match this year for Memphis 901 FC has been a 1-goal game. It's an incredible statistic.
Yeah, that number was 14 and 15 going into that game against Oklahoma City on Saturday, and a 4-1 defeat for 901 FC made that number, that margin, a little bit bigger. Segbers will throw in for Memphis. Dowley's header, now it's headed out. Knocked right back in. Segbers trying to control, has it along the wing. Segbers, great pass to Dakers. Dakers in the box for Dowley, and he's taken down. No whistle. And Colorado Springs comes back the other way. Andre Lewis. Or I'm sorry, that is Galena. Mishi Galena. Long pass down the right wing is knocked out by Niall Loeb.
I'm wondering if Dakers should have gone ahead and pulled the trigger on that shot instead of the layoff. I think that extra touch allowed the defenders to close down Dolly and keep him from getting a good, clean shot on goal from around 15 yards.
Echeverria now plays it back to Michael Edwards. Here's Galena. Reynolds doing a nice job defending, but Galena comes away with it. Galena tries to play it in front, and it's knocked away by Lowe. And then Reynolds clears it all the way out to midfield.
Well, I think we know now, it's confirmed that the referee is going to let these guys play tonight. It's going to take a little bit more than just a ticky-tack foul to get the whistle blown.
Reynolds now for 901 FC. He's going to let it go all the way over the line, and it'll be a goal kick for Memphis. We have a whistle. We're going to have a hydration break. As both teams head to their benches.
So how's your week going, Rob? School started back up in Shelby County, where Memphis 901 FC is located. So if you see any kids in the crowd, they're out here on a school night, but I guess second night in, probably not too much homework just yet.
No, not yet. My son starts tomorrow. My daughter starts Monday. So they're still enjoying a couple of, my daughter's enjoying a couple of days. My son enjoying his last day, his last night at home. And I got to take him to school in the morning. So I will not enjoy that. This is a team that can score and can score a lot. And you see them move the ball. They move it up. They get in those corners relatively, I don't want to say easily, but they really force it a lot and give themselves chances.
What I've seen
with
in the
long balls like that one.
Oh yeah, first 30 minutes tonight, Rob, there is no buildup for Colorado Springs FC. It is fly up and down the pitch and dare Memphis 901 FC to keep up with them. And the dangerous thing, if you're Memphis in this situation, you only have to be wrong one time for Colorado Springs to make you pay. So far, Memphis has been up to the task, but Colorado Springs has been very aggressive, very ambitious, moving the ball quickly up the pitch, almost skipping the midfield, and then working in close quarters to try to create that 1-2 opportunity inside the 18.
Scoreless thus far. That's Haji Berry. He's got 15 goals, leading the Golden Boot race. It's in 16 games he's got 15 goals. And that is a club record for a season for Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. And we're only halfway through the season. There's a whistle. That'll be a foul on Andre Lewis, and it'll be Memphis ball.
Looks like Leston Paul again taking a knock, the second knock to the head tonight.
Leston Paul, you see the captain armband. Came from the top league in Trinidad. Played at South Florida as well.
Is that Central FC, I think, in Trinidad and Tobago? I believe so. I think I've seen him wear one of those kits before.
Dakers puts it in play. Oh, Loke just couldn't get a head on it. It gets over him, and it goes out of play. Goal kick for Colorado Springs. Now Logue, he can be that big load on the offensive end. He's been a big load on the defensive end.
Yeah, he has. And then, you know, he's been such a welcome addition. Of course, Zach Carroll not in tonight. It's still odd not seeing him in the middle of the defense tonight. Ben Pierman going with a bit of a different look with a back three and then two wing backs.
Uh-oh, mistake there. And here comes Andre Lewis in on goal. Scott comes out, cuts off the angle, knocks it away. And we are going to have a whistle and a yellow card on Brady Scott.
Yeah, I don't think he got any of the ball on this one, Rob. He came out, he was second to the ball and took out the forward. He had no choice at that point to try to close down, but he didn't win the race. And once he made contact and no ball. Now the good news for him, here's the replay. This was a scuff by Skylar Thomas. And then off he goes to the races. And you'll see right there, Brady Scott gets absolutely none of the ball. This will be an even better angle here as he comes off of his line. Not able to get there, and it looks like he clipped maybe the right boot as he goes down.
And the league's leading scorer will get an opportunity. He scored in the last game with a penalty kick. As they beat Hartford 4-2. It was his 15th goal. He's looking for number 16 here. Got it. Goal for Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Haji Berry's 16th goal of the season.
Brady Scott, no chance on the penalty kick.
Big mistake there by Skylar Thomas defensively.
And he tried to get back. He just could not make up the ground because once Lewis accelerated away, it was essentially a one-on-one situation. And the saving grace for Brady Scott in this instance, take another look at the kick here. Bottom left-hand corner. No chance there. Well placed, even if he guesses correctly. I think that one's going into the back of the net anyway. But the saving grace for Brady Scott was the fact that Lewis made that last touch going away from the goal. He wasn't going directly. Big difference between the yellow and a red card.
See if Memphis can get a little momentum now before the break here in the final 10 minutes of this first half. Ball played way back into the Memphis end. Goes out of bounds. That's going to be a Colorado Springs throw-in. So Haji Berry, the guy we wanted to look out for tonight, scores on the PK. And here's Berry again. Ahead for Galena. Too far. Missed with the touch. And that'll be a goal kick for Memphis. Colorado Springs comes into this one 7 wins, 6 losses, 3 draws, 24 points. Third place in the Western Conference Mountain Division. They've gone 2-1-1 in their last 4 games. In those last 4 games have scored 9 goals. So a little more than 2 per game in the last 4. Reynolds, head ball goes into the corner. Salazar flies after it. It's kicked away, out of bounds. Throw in for Memphis.
And that goal was the first shot on target for Colorado Springs tonight. They're leading 6-4 on shots. Memphis has 1, but that one fell easily into the hands of Sean Melvin.
Kept alive, Memphis. Reynolds. Pass for Oduro's knocked away, and back comes Lewis, but he's knocked off the ball by Segbers, who plays it all the way back to Brady Scott. Back to Segbers on the right wing. Play it back to Skylar Thomas, back to the keeper, Brady Scott. Scott in for Kyle Morton tonight. He's out due to personal reasons. That ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Colorado Springs throw in. Morton had started the last 5 games, and it's gone 3-1-1. That lone loss coming Saturday to OKC. That's going to be a foul as Daly's taken down.
You know, as much of a slow buildup as Oklahoma City had, it's the exact opposite with Colorado Springs. Once they get the ball, they don't mess around. They're not looking to touch a lot of ground in the midfield. It's off in the express lane, and off they go. Even on these turnovers, they're going to try to make you suffer and suffer greatly with not much of a buildup. 2-1 possession, by the way, right now for Colorado Springs. They've had ample opportunity. And
now Murphy taken down. They play on. Logue racing back after it. Play it back to Brady Scott with Haji Berry putting pressure on. Skylar Thomas now. Play it down the right wing for Dakers. Now they're going to give it to Colorado Springs as we take another look.
Let's see. Are they missing the shirt pull, or is it the kick to the back of the leg, or both?
Well, Memphis starting to get frustrated now. You can see the players barking at the official at this point.
Well, and to be fair, Memphis is one of the few remaining teams in the entire league to have not been awarded a penalty kick this season.
And frustrated, there was an opportunity for one in Oklahoma City on Saturday. Chance that could have given Memphis a chance to tie the game in the second half, and it wasn't called, and Memphis was disappointed in that, and you can tell they're a little disappointed with this one as well.
And if you're going to be a playoff team, one of those ingredients has to be taking advantage of dead ball situations, not just the free kicks and the corner kicks, but also those that are awarded to you. But that has not been in the formula whatsoever this year. They haven't had that opportunity from 12 yards out. And they've been aggressive inside the 18-yard box. There's been no question about that. They've been much improved year over year, but they haven't gotten the benefit of the doubt.
Reynolds with the throw in for Memphis. Headed away by Galena. Galena with the ball, loses control out of bounds. That'll be a Memphis throw in again. And this is not a Colorado Springs team that'll try and sit on a 1-0 lead. Now Daly upended from behind. Free kick for Memphis.
And this will be from an interesting spot. It'll be from the wing, about 20 yards off the end line. And really, if you're Kadeem Dakers, if you fancy it, you could actually, with a 2-man wall here, you could fancy a go at Sean Melvin here if you really wanted to.
Sean Melvin, the keeper, directing that 2-man wall in front of him. See if Murphy and Logue can get in there. He puts it high in the air, and Melvin comes out, punches it away, but it'll be a corner. A Celtic crossing corner for 901 FC.
Good strong punch away from the goal by Melvin. Came out and claimed that at the edge of the 6, punching that away and out of danger.
Daly, Logue, couple of big bodies out there for Memphis. Dakers Salazar can't get to it. Kept in, however, and played off the head and over the goal by Jimmy Ockford, and it'll be a corner kick for Memphis again. A Celtic crossing corner for 901 FC.
It's a strong header by Tristan Hodge to get that out of immediate danger for the Switchbacks. But Memphis 901 FC now with a little bit of sustained pressure here toward the end of the first half. Probably going to have a couple of minutes of stoppage time because of the injuries and also because of the hydration breaks. So plenty of time here if Memphis can get something going to bring something to fruition. And now Logue looks like he's having trouble with his right eye.
Looks like he got poked. Another corner for Memphis. The header, big save by Melvin. Punches it aside. We'll have another Celtic crossing corner.
You can feel the pressure building for Memphis 901 FC. Another terrific opportunity. Sean Melvin again up to the challenge. Great flat ball in from Dakers. The header going away by Salazar. He couldn't get enough mustard on it. Melvin was able to palm that away with his right hand. One more chance for Memphis.
Dakers again, but we got a whistle before the ball is played. Galena taken down. Tristan Hodge having some words. Everyone kind of milling around. Hodge pointing a finger. I think it's Salazar. Logue steps in the middle there, and Kyle, I guess it's Kyle Murphy. Murphy's going to get a yellow card. And it was before the corner, so we're going to have a corner.
Be funny if he scored here, got a yellow card and a goal in the same minute without taking off his shirt.
Memphis would take it.
And if he does score, please do not take off your shirt, Kyle, because that would be a second yellow.
No, it's the face.
Played in front, another header, and Lewis is going to clear from danger. All the way out to midfield and out of bounds. Memphis will have the throw-in. Reynolds' long throw comes loose. Murphy gets to it first. Murphy plays it in front. No one there for Memphis. And it's cleared out. It'll be a throw-in for 901 FC. Sean Melvin from up north in Canada, playing into his second season with Colorado Springs.
Almost something out of nothing there. Kyle Murphy latching on to the ball, centering pass. Nobody on the back post or in the middle of the 18 to tap that one home.
Reynolds with the long throw. It's in the box. Loose. Oh, a shot by Oduro is blocked and goes out on the far side. 6 extra minutes. That's right. We have 6 minutes of Miller Lite stoppage time added here in this first half. Echeverria, the player down. He came on as Beverly Makangila went down earlier and left the game with concussion symptoms. Stephen Echeverria came on for him. Memphis with the throw-in. Murphy can't control it. Cleared from danger. Logue heads it back in. And Colorado Springs breaks out. Lewis to Barry. Barry, he's nifty. Gets it to Beckford. Beckford, his quick shot. Turned aside by Skylar Thomas. It goes out of bounds.
Colorado Springs had a brief moment when they had numbers 3-on-2. Good recovery by Skylar Thomas to fill in the gaps and to clear that out for a throw out of immediate danger for Memphis.
Jordan Burt will throw it in, gets it to Lewis. Andre Lewis, back to Burt, back to Lewis. Lewis, his centering pass is deflected. It'll be a corner kick for Colorado Springs. Andre Lewis, man of the match in their last game against Hartford. USL Team of the Week. Will take the corner. Getting physical behind Brady Scott in front of the goal. Played in front, over Logue's head, comes loose on the near side, picked up by Dakers, and he'll race out for 901 FC. And Segbers tries to get it out of danger. Hodge now for Colorado Springs. Barry. Nice ball for Galena. Barry. Played into the box. Lewis with the header. Not on goal. Reynolds tries to clear, and it's deflected out. That's going to be a goal kick for Memphis.
Lewis is having himself a pretty darn good first half. With the play that created the penalty kick earlier on, I thought that was a good one-on-one duel in the air there against Skylar Thomas. Surprised he was able to come away the winner on that one. He's been very aggressive, and one of the reasons why Colorado Springs has continued to have pressure.
Pass ahead for Murphy, just misses the connection. Reynolds can't get a pass through. Colorado Springs regains control. Memphis takes it right back. Leston Paul to Dakers. Right wing for Segbers. Mark Segbers for 901 FC. Back to Leston Paul. To Oduro in the middle of the field. It's taken away, and now breaking in is Beckford, but he's offsides. And that'll be Memphis ball.
Other than the brief period of possession where you saw Memphis take a couple of corner kicks, I think if you're Ben Pierman and you go into the locker room at halftime, given the high-powered offense, you might be okay at 1-0 at this point, but there's not much of a rhythm yet out of Memphis. Colorado Springs has been very good in filling gaps, shutting down the midfield, and not giving Mark Segbers a ton of room on the wing ever since the opening 10 minutes of the match.
Lowe with the header. Plays it back in. Colorado Springs now regaining control to Burt. Hey, two of the East-West clash to kick off a fall to remember when the USL on ESPN continues. Perennial contenders Louisville City FC traveled to Dillon Stadium to meet Hartford Athletic in a potential playoff preview September 7th at 7 p.m. on ESPN2. Big chance here for Colorado Springs.
Woo, almost against something out of nothing. Colorado Springs in transition. They are fast, and they don't wait for you. This over-the-top ball, what a terrifically weighted ball going into Beckford. Brady Scott hesitates for just a second. I thought Beckford was going to be able to chip him. He side-footed it. It looks like maybe he scuffed it on the turf that was laid there, and it went wide. Memphis 901 FC dodging a massive bullet here in stoppage time.
Definitely don't want to go down two heading into the room at this point. Now Leston Paul for Memphis. He's taken down. Whistle, foul. See if 901 FC can get something going here in the last couple minutes.
You would think at this point, with less than probably half a minute or so of stoppage time left, that you just lay this one up. There's a foul again by Lewis. Leston Paul, great at drawing fouls for Memphis, slowing things down, maintaining possession. But you would think this may be the last shot at putting something together for Memphis here in the first half.
Dakers to put it in play, headed away. But Memphis still has it. Leston Paul plays it in for Salazar. Header to Murphy. Murphy to Logue. Shoots. Oh, he put it wide.
Now we got a question, is it a goal kick or a corner kick? Or are they going to call it the half?
They're going to call it the half. Big chance there for Memphis as we come to the half. But Colorado Springs Switchbacks have the lone goal. It was a penalty kick. Scored by Hodge Berry. His 16th of the season. You see Skylar Thomas had a misplay at midfield. You see it there. Lewis came in, taken down by the keeper. It was a penalty kick, and Colorado Springs capitalized. We got halftime for you when we come back.
Don't mess up your deck with Tex-Mex. Terminex, here to help. Don't burn down the duplex. Terminex.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
Weird. Come on. Great. You for real? So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination. AutoZone, your battery solution.
At Chick-fil-A Caraway Village, we always look forward to seeing Ellie. Nick also.
Ellie just gets excited and bolts right towards him.
She loves to come and get the bag and trots right back to Nick.
We never even had to ask them to hand her the bag. The team members just automatically knew to do it. It was just that little thing, that level of customer service that kind of blew my mind.
We're just really glad that Nick shared Ellie with us. We take care of our guests, whether they're two-legged or four-legged.
Welcome back to beautiful Memphis, a beautiful evening in Memphis, Tennessee. Live at AutoZone Park tonight as Memphis 901 FC trailing the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 1-0 here at the halftime break. Rob Fisher and Tim Van Horn with you. And Tim, well, tight one, penalty kick, the only difference so far.
Yeah, despite the aggressive approach by Colorado Springs, they were moving up and down the pitch very quickly. Memphis 901 FC really avoiding problems, even scratching out a chance or two of their own. But as you mentioned, it was that penalty kick, that one moment. Brady Scott with the foul and the yellow card, and Hodge Berry does what Hodge Berry does.
He scored his 16th of the season, the lone goal in this one thus far. Good crowd tonight here at AutoZone Park. Hope to be thrilled with a big second half from the home team, 901 FC, as they trail by a goal. We'll take a look around the league, check out the scoreboard and the halftime stats, all when we return.
First-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
City double their money, and how sweet the sound at Lynn Family Stadium.
Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex. Termites.
Don't mess up your deck with Tex-Mex. Terminex.
Here to help.
Don't burn down the duplex. Terminex.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
Weird. Come on. Great. You for real? So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination. AutoZone, your battery solution.
At Chick-fil-A Caraway Village, we always look forward to seeing Ellie. Nick also.
Ellie just gets excited and bolts right towards him.
She loves to come and get the bag and trots right back to Nick.
We never even had to ask them to hand her the bag. The team members just automatically knew to do it. It was just that little thing, that level of customer service that kind of blew my mind.
We're just really glad that Nick shared Ellie with us. We take care of our guests, whether they're two-legged or four-legged.
Memphis 901 FC Soccer is brought to you by Terminix, defenders of home, and by AutoZone. Get in the zone.
Memphis 901 FC trailing the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 1-0 at the half across the street from the historic Peabody Hotel in downtown Memphis. AutoZone Park, where tonight's action taking place between Memphis and Colorado Springs in what was a good first half. Here at the half, we take a look around the USL and some of the notes from the league. El Paso leading the Western Conference at the halfway point of the season with 37 points. Had 5 games in 15 days. It's going to be a run similar to that for Memphis here over the next few weeks, including up next for Memphis. They take on Birmingham on Saturday, currently second in the Central Division. They lost a tough one on Saturday.
Yeah, and Birmingham Legion has had a terrific season. Want to also send our best wishes to the fine folks down Interstate 22. We know on the live stream that they are some of the biggest viewers of Memphis 901
That's
FC
right.
football. Appreciate them. Of course, always happy to see them come up for a home match and get some of the best barbecue in the country right here in the 901.
That's right. And, you know, in Birmingham, I was there a couple weeks ago for SEC Media Days. One of the great things about Birmingham, they have Whataburger. So how about that? Yeah.
Are we're about to get...
But we're about to get 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, here in Memphis. So that's nice. Some of the notes from around the league. Also checking out the scoreboard. Just one other game tonight around the league, but some of the other scores for tomorrow as you look at the schedule. Birmingham is playing tomorrow as they'll take on Sporting at Kansas City 2. Atlanta United 2, also Central Division matchup as they will take on Oklahoma City Energy. That one in Atlanta. That game in particular, really huge bearings on the standings.
That's going to be a massive match, and it's a one to watch just because of Tyler Wolf. Last match, he got a hat trick, first 2 goals in 6 minutes. He's not going to be a United 2 player very long. I think he has MLS aspirations, but as you said, big picture, playoff picture, that is going to be one to watch tomorrow night.
Yeah, and out of the division at the half, Charlotte leading New York 2-1. Let's look at the first half stats for tonight's tilt up to this point. Possession, not a shock that Memphis 901 FC does not lead there, but the shots pretty even, including Memphis having 1 more on target.
Yeah, you know, the possession isn't a shock at all. I mean, this is how Memphis typically ends up. They're a very good counterattacking team, but tonight Colorado Springs has been an even better counterattacking team. They've been giving Memphis 901 FC a taste of their own medicine, making it very difficult for Memphis to transition back the other way. And corner kicks, Memphis had a few which actually bumped up the possession. They were sitting around 31%, up to 37% now. They're going to need to come out strong like they did against Oklahoma City 2 last week, show that momentum for a chance to have a comeback tonight.
Yeah, going to have to be very aggressive, trying to have to push the pace and try and get that one back. Colorado Springs leads Memphis 1-0 here at the half at AutoZone Park. We're back with the second half after this timeout.
Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex. Termites.
Don't mess up your deck with Tex-Mex. Terminex, here to help. Don't burn down the duplex. Terminex.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
Weird. Come on. Great. You for real? So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination, AutoZone, your battery solution.
At Chick-fil-A Caraway Village, we always look forward to seeing Ellie. Nick also.
Ellie just gets excited and bolts right towards him.
She loves to come and get the bag and trots right back to Nick.
We never even had to ask them to hand her the bag. The team members just automatically knew to do it. It was just that little thing, that level of customer service that kind of blew my mind.
We're just really glad that Nick shared Ellie with us. We take care of our guests, whether they're two-legged or four-legged.
Back at AutoZone Park in Memphis, downtown Memphis, where Memphis 901 FC trails Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 1-0 here at the halftime break. Let's check out the halftime highlights as all the action from the first half. Dally now hustling both back. Teams have had their opportunities away with it.
And it all started
play it
with
for Beckford down the right wing.
Switchbacks. They moved quickly. The centering pass and then cleared two away wingbacks by Skylar Thomas, but then turns around and shanks one. And here comes Lewis sprinting to the left side of the box. Brady Scott too late to it, takes down Lewis, gets the yellow card, but more importantly, the penalty kick. Haji Berry gets an opportunity for his 16th goal of the year. There's the foul from the other side, no doubt about that, and no doubt about Haji Berry either. Goes left side. Brady Scott, no chance.
Yeah, and that's the lone goal of the first half, and then Memphis had some opportunities late.
Yeah, I liked what I saw out of Michael Salazar. Good positioning, but moving away from the goal. Just couldn't get a lot of oomph to it, and an easy save. And then good work in the goal by Sean Melvin to repel a couple of other corner kicks. And then Kyle Murphy getting a little physical as well.
And then it was one quick chance that came out of nowhere, and Beckford not able to flip it over. Brady Scott, and then Logue with the last chance of the half just buried it just wide.
It knuckled just to the right. Unfortunate for Memphis 901 FC. That would have been a big pendulum swinger for them.
Yeah, tough, heartbreaking miss there at the end of the first half. But let's go down to the pitch and welcome the head coach of Memphis 901 FC, Ben Pierman. And Coach, after that first half, down 1-0, you know they're explosive. What's the game plan coming into the second half?
Yeah, we'll make a couple subs, get some fresh legs on. The travel and everything's been tiresome, but I thought we played well. I mean, it was a mistake on our end. Not to say they didn't earn it, but they didn't break us down. They're the top offense in the league. The front three's electric, and I thought we really handled them well outside the 51st minute there. But we've created our own chances. 2 or 3, they've made a good save. We missed one there at the end. We got to get the ball reversal going in the final third. But I think for us to be down right now is a little bit tough for us.
Coach, good luck second half. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Ben Pierman joining us. And, yeah, I think you nailed it, Tim, a little earlier. Come out with that same intensity, that same aggressiveness that you had in Oklahoma City on Saturday, in which you got a quick one.
And we're looking at one of the possible sparks in the second half. Francis Atuahene has entered the match, as has Zach Carroll for Memphis 901 FC. Rashawn Dolly is out of the match from Memphis. I thought he gave them a good physical 45 minutes on the wing, gave a little bit of a breather to Atuahene to let him come in and do what he does, and that's drop in like a Tasmanian devil and wreak havoc on opposing defenses. With Zach Carroll coming in too, it looks like they're going to get a fresh start here in these final 45.
Yeah, Zach Carroll, that first half, the only minutes this season he hasn't played. First time that he has sat all season long, was the only Memphis 901 FC player to have played every minute of the season, but that streak comes to a close tonight. And then Atuahene coming on as well. He can add a little offense for this Memphis 901 FC team. Now here's Galena for Colorado Springs as they have the ball. Now Echeverria, as you see Zach Carroll, he's in for Skylar Thomas, who is out, who got the start tonight in Carroll's spot. Tristan Hodge now for Colorado Springs.
Memphis moving to a more traditional flat back four. Now Segbers and Andre Reynolds really more attached to the center backs now. In the first half, Ben Pierman went with a back three with two wing backs. But now with Atuahene in, you're going to see him maybe push forward much like Rashawn Dolly did. These are a couple of changes that if they can push forward and create some opportunities, Memphis is still in this game with plenty of time to go.
Well, and as Ben Pierman mentioned, because of travel and just playing on Saturday and having this turnaround, as well, Michael Salazar is going to get booked. He's had a couple of run-ins with our referee in charge, John Matto, here tonight. This is Memphis's time, though, this season. 15 goals scored. 5 of them have come between the 46th and 60th minute. So this has kind of been the time that they've had their best success.
And that's indicative of the Ben Pierman team. Here's that foul again from the back. Yeah, in that part of the pitch, when you're trying to stop a quick counter like that, oftentimes you're going to pick up a yellow card. And Salazar with some earlier fouls, too. Goes into the books here in the 47th minute. But to speak to your point about this early 15-minute window in the second half, this is really indicative of what Ben Pierman has been preaching, adjustments in the locker room. And one thing that we've seen in this year's club is they're buying into what he is selling, and in those changes that have been coming early in the second half have been paying dividends for Memphis thus far this season.
With that yellow one to Salazar, he and Murphy both with yellows in that first half, along with keeper Brady Scott, who had a yellow, which led to the penalty kick and the lone goal so far here tonight. Here's the corner kick for Colorado Springs, headed from danger. Lewis puts it back into the box, punched away by Brady Scott. Atuahene races after it, tries to run down the sideline with it, and they're just snuck out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Colorado Springs.
Good strong punch by Brady Scott, called into the action, responded very well. Good punch out of danger, off very wide, and provided a chance for Atuahene to push it up the pitch a little bit further.
Echeverria now, he plays it ahead. It's booted right back out to midfield, and that head ball goes away, and it'll be a throw-in for 901 FC. Salazar can't control. Argueta has it deflected out of bounds, and Colorado Springs retains possession. That should be Memphis ball. It is. Shirts are off with the Bluff City Mafia. You called for it. Long ball for Dakers. Kadeem Dakers for Memphis. Tristan Hodge with the takeaway, and a whistle and a foul. Hodge has been pretty active, the former Memphis 901 FC player. Played at Memphis the last 2 seasons.
And I'm sure he's fired up. I think he feels like he's got something to prove. He had some injuries in those 2 seasons and wants to show this Memphis crowd what they're missing.
Ben Pierman's club facing a deficit at the halftime break. 0-5-2 when they concede the first goal. when they trail at the half 0-3-0. They'd like to break both of those streaks here tonight. Lewis now, Andre Lewis for Colorado Springs. Pass for Burt. He has to save it from going out of bounds. Burt played down the right wing, back for Lewis. Now Logue comes over and knocks it away, and out of bounds, throw in for Colorado Springs.
So Memphis with 2 substitutions at halftime.
Now Dakers, a long ball, sneaks through, but Melvin comes out to play it. Leston Paul, he's knocked down. That's going to be a whistle, and it's going to be a yellow card. A yellow on Steven Echeverria. Usually comes in a substituting nature. Did tonight in the first half early. Leston Paul up in the air. Knocked into by Echeverria, who gets booked. And Echeverria came in early tonight. Beverly Makangila got the start for Colorado Springs, but had to leave the game as he got his bell rung.
Yeah, we got a foul on the other end by Memphis 901 FC Kadeem Dakers. The sleeves have come up on Ben Pierman. Notice a trend. They start long sleeve and then they start coming up as the game goes on. And
kind of like those weather people when storms come through. Been back and play Colorado Springs.
Hey man, that hits a little too close to home there, right? Hey, 50-50 chance of rain. Either it will or it won't. And I don't know if it's ever going to rain at your wedding in February. I don't know.
Not sure.
Or snow.
Yeah. It'll be Colorado Springs throw, and Hodge has it. Argueta. Now Edwards. Edwards plays it ahead. Nice play by Beckford. Beckford down the right side. Reynolds defending. Beckford in front. It gets through to Barry. Barry, some nifty footwork. Barry, a shot. Oh, he just missed. Boy, he's so crafty. Has the lone goal tonight on a penalty kick, but boy, can he create opportunities quickly. And it's a corner kick now for Colorado Springs.
And Lewis in the middle of that just the quick one touch over to give Barry that chance. Terrific work by Colorado Springs FC.
Beckford with a nice job there. Now it's played in front. It comes loose. Edwards can't get a shot off, and Murphy will clear it from danger. All the way out to midfield. Now they make a mistake in the midfield, and Dakers is taken down. That's going to be a whistle. And come on over. I'm going to write you down.
I don't think he was the last defender going toward goal.
Well, now Logue asking that right now, and you can see the official say he didn't have the ball.
I tell you what, though, it certainly merits a second look, because that was awfully close, because Dakers was making a move toward the goal, or so it seemed on that last touch before he was taken down. Here's a look, the shank, and well, Dakers was making a run toward the goal. This was not going away from the center of the goal. If he's through there, he's got a one-on-one opportunity.
It looked as though Colorado Springs was going to make a mistake similar to what we saw Memphis 901 FC mistake in that first half. Now Dakers, he'll play it in. The header is knocked away. Salazar keeps control for Memphis. Played into the corner, but a little too far, and that'll be a Colorado Springs throw-in. Or no, it was deflected. It'll be a Memphis throw-in. Reynolds with the throw. Logue over his head. Comes loose. Shot by Oduro is blocked. And all the way out to midfield and out, and it'll be a Memphis throw-in again.
You know, that had some juice behind it. If that one's going out near midfield, Oduro having a rip.
Murphy knocked away from him. Another Memphis throw-in.
Still waiting to see Kyle Murphy get a clear-cut chance in this match. And that's the thing about Kyle. He really only needs 1 or 2 good chances to dent the scoreboard.
Logue. Reynolds. Head forward to Ahane. It's knocked away then Reynolds off his foot. And that should be Colorado's. Nope. Memphis ball. Nope. Colorado Springs ball. I thought it was Colorado Springs ball. That's the correct call. Fans upset about it after Memphis had tried to throw it in. But the correct call made. And Bird will throw it in for Colorado Springs. Atua Hane for Memphis. Plays it ahead to himself. Let's see if he can get there first.
Oh.
He does, and then he's upended. And we got another yellow card coming. This one's going to be on Jimmy Ockford. And a good opportunity for 901 FC. Tuahane, great ball to himself. Got there first and then tripped up.
And he really is a spark plug for Memphis 901 FC. You very rarely see him play a full 90 minutes, but when you do see him, he does give quality minutes to Ben Pierman.
Kadeem Dakers will put it in play. Salazar in front.
And this is an interesting placement because that's on strips of grass. And Dakers has to find not just the right spot for the ball, but a place where he can put his plant foot and maybe even try to curl this back post.
Logue in there, Murphy in there, Carroll in there. Ball played, Carroll with the header. Can't get it on target. Oh, now it goes off the shoulder. And out of play.
Now they can't find a ball.
Beckford, I think, was trying to let that one go out of bounds so they could have a goal kick, and it hit off his shoulder. It'll be a Celtic crossing corner for 901 FC. Dakers. Melvin comes out, and Sean Melvin makes the grab. And he'll throw it out to midfield where Memphis takes over again. Reynolds. To Dakers. Dakers, good ball across the middle, and just not able to get to it is Kyle Murphy.
And all that happened on all the little things that Zach Carroll does. He was able to disrupt the goalkeeper Melvin, threw it to Reynolds, and then Reynolds was able to get that to Dakers for an opportunity here. Here's that ball centered across. Murphy just couldn't latch onto it. Tristan Hodge was right there anyway.
Good job by Tristan Hodge defending. Sirius XM, if you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and the USL All Access with Mike Watts and Devin Kerr each Tuesday night at 7 Eastern. You can also hear live action from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app as well. So check that out. Tonight's game, this game actually on the Sirius XM here tonight.
I think
so if you're watching at home and need to drive somewhere, tune it in the car, and when you get back home, tune us right back in.
Absolutely. And it looks like we're going to go back and have a yellow card. Here's another look at the corner kick from earlier on. Watch Zach Carroll here step in front of the keeper. He just disrupted everything a little bit earlier on.
Tuahane getting the latest yellow as we're starting to get a lot of names in that book. That book's starting to fill up. Here's Logue ahead for Dakers. Dakers into the box. Dakers plays it across, picked up there. Quick shot, knocked away. Oduro now trying to get through the defense. Can't. Kept in by Memphis. That shot's deflected. May have hit a hand. No call. Now Tuahane. Keeps it in for Memphis. It's knocked out. Memphis applying the pressure, keeping the pressure on, trying to get the even tally. Reynolds will throw it in. Salazar and Murphy up front. That one over Salazar's head and knocked out by Michael Edwards. All the way out to midfield. And it's out of bounds. It'll be another Memphis throw-in. 2 balls on the field. We'll do it again.
Memphis with some sustained pressure. They're going to have to continue that, though.
Yep.
And try to find a crack in the defense. And they've had some looks inside the 18, just have not been able to pull the trigger in any kind of space. And that's been the story a little bit for Memphis 901 FC. They've had plenty of possession inside the box this season. It's just getting that extra half yard of space to be able to take the shots.
Played all the way down the pitch and out, and that'll be a goal kick for Memphis. Ghost River is a proud partner of Memphis 901 FC. Ghost River Brewing Company, our roots run deep. 1-0, Colorado Springs lead. Samrob Fisher, Tim Van Horn alongside, bringing the action from AutoZone Park here in Memphis. Dominic Oduro, Leston Paul. Here comes Memphis with a nice run. Salazar playing right side for Segbers. Mark Segbers out to Kadeem Dakers. Dakers turns around. Dakers back to Segbers. Oh, just missed him with the pass. And that goes out, and it'll be a Colorado Springs ball.
I think he was one touch away from being able to touch that a little bit further down the line for a centering pass. He had Salazar coming in the middle and Murphy streaking near post.
Throw in for the Switchbacks, Tristan Hodge. Memphis still trying to put the pressure on. Segbers loses control, and Colorado Springs will have a throw in again.
Well, I think we're at the point where we're looking at a pretty tight match. At the beginning of this, we were talking about really the possibility of this becoming a track meet, especially with the prolific scoring of Colorado Springs and the fact that they do ship a lot of goals out. But both these teams pretty tight at the back.
Well, as Ben Pierman pointed out, playing pretty well defensively. Just had another mistake here, and Lewis, his shot goes over the goal, and it'll be a Memphis goal kick. The one lone goal coming off a Memphis mistake near midfield. Lewis breaking in all alone. Brady Scott had to come out, took him down, and it was a penalty kick awarded to Colorado Springs, and Haji Berry was able to knock that home. That's the only goal we have so far here in this match. Other than that, Memphis defense has played well against this explosive offensive team. We got a whistle, and it'll be a Memphis restart on the foul. Memphis continuing to put the pressure on, continuing to have possession. Trying to find the equalizer.
Looked like Leston Paul was going to take that. Now with Dakers, they may go a little bit longer and send this one toward the 18.
Dakers puts it in. Oh, it came to Murphy, and he just couldn't control it off his chest. Now Dakers. Dakers cuts to the middle. Fancy pass to Salazar. To Tuahene. Tuahene. He'll cross it in front. Low. Can't get the header on it. And I think it was knocked out by Tristan Hodge. And it should be a Celtic crossing corner for 901 FC.
And now Tristan Hodge is down once again, and the referee calling for immediate attention. And a clever bit of work here. Another terrific ball in by Tuahene.
Oh, he hit his own teammate in the back of the head. Hodge did.
Looked like that was Jimmy Ockford.
The USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forward-forever-proud. 1-0, 65th minute here at AutoZone Park in Memphis. Memphis will have another opportunity with another corner as they continue to apply the pressure and just look to sneak one by Sean Melvin.
First 20 minutes in, good response out of the dressing room for Memphis.
I think so.
A couple of good opportunities.
I think the thing that's impressed me the most the last couple of games, and it was 2-0 at halftime in Oklahoma City on Saturday, is just the confidence they're playing with. Now, it helps when you've gone a whole month going unbeaten, but they're playing with a lot of confidence, and there's no playing on their heels. You know, it's all pushing, and I think we've seen that already here in the second half.
Even out at practice yesterday, and following that 4-1 loss to Oklahoma City, they looked like the exact same team that had won a big match the previous week. There didn't seem to be a difference in demeanor, and that is the sign that a team has some confidence, whether it's a large amount or small amount, but you can tell that it is growing in this Memphis club.
Here's the Celtic crossing corner. Logue, the header. He just puts it over the pipe. Whew, he got a good look at it.
Yeah, that was a good, solid hit by Niall Logue. Just got underneath it just a little bit. It had some good oomph on it. If he got over the top of it, that might be some problem, especially when you have a Tuahene screening the keeper. Another opportunity for Memphis as the pressure continues to build, playing quite a bit better here in the second half. 55-45 possession in the second half for Colorado Springs. Much better for Memphis. They're starting to hang on to the ball and make Colorado Springs chase a little bit.
Yeah, that number was in the 60s for Colorado Springs in the first half. That ball loose near midfield, and it's Ben Pierman saying it was deflected. It was not. And Colorado Springs will have the throw in.
First half, Colorado Springs was making some terrific transitions out of the back. It was almost like they were skipping the midfield to get it up top to their forwards. But in the second half, Memphis 901 FC has been not only disruptive, but they've also maintained a bit of possession, limiting those opportunities for the Switchbacks.
Tristan Hodge can't clear. Then that pass is deflected. Salazar trying to apply some pressure. It goes off him, however, and out of bounds. And it'll be a Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC throw-in. Rob Fisher, Tim Van Horn with you here from AutoZone Park in Memphis, Tennessee. 901 FC trailing Colorado Springs 1-0 on a penalty kick goal from Haji Berry, his league leading at 16th of the season. Memphis trying to get control back. Cleared away by Colorado Springs. Now loose out at midfield. That one goes off Mark Segbers. It'll be Colorado Springs throwing.
Memphis was still with 3 substitutions remaining. Colorado still got all theirs because their first substitution was concussion protocol.
That's right. Beverly Makangila left the game. Steven Echeverria checked in. Now a whistle and a foul, and Memphis will get it back. Zach Carroll subbed in here in the second half. Did not get the start tonight. Had played every minute for 901 FC up to this point. This game did not start. Came in at the halftime break. It's Memphis 901 FC. Bunch of games here in the next few weeks. Playing 2 games a week for the next 3 weeks. In each of the next 3 weeks, including this week. Had a game Saturday in Oklahoma City. Back home tonight. And then they play Saturday here at home as well. Daker's taken down. We got another yellow card. Taker's complaining, and the referee pointed at the card. I said, I don't know what you want me to do. I believe that was Lewis.
It's the 4th yellow card.
Oh, no, it's Ronnie Argueta.
Okay, I believe that's the 4th yellow card for Colorado Springs.
Yep. Beckford, Ockford, Argueta, and Echeverria all with yellow cards. For Memphis, they have 4 as well. Tuahane, Murphy, Salazar, and the keeper, Brady Scott. Takers has sent some good balls through the box here on these restarts. That one's headed away. It comes loose. It's loose in front. Oh, and Salazar just couldn't get to it as Sean Melvin, the keeper, got a hand on it, and I believe we had a whistle.
We're going to get our hydration break here in the second half.
Hey, the United Soccer League, all 31 championship clubs and its players stand together in the support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change through the United Against Racism campaign, visit uslsoccer.com. We got a hydration break.
If I'm Memphis, I want this to be as short as possible. I think they've got a lot of momentum right now, and the last thing they want to do is slow down and let Colorado Springs catch their breath. But it looks like they are going to get a couple of minutes here. But the good thing is, you know, another opportunity for Ben Pierman to make maybe another tweak or two right here in the huddle. But Memphis right now in the ascendancy in this match, still trail 1-0. But Michael Salazar, poor guy, just cannot catch a break right on the doorstep there, and couldn't find the ball to pop that one in. The spin on the ball and the location was going to make it a tough ask, but I would have at least liked to have maybe him have a little bit of luck to have a chance at this. Good header by Oduro, and then going through the keeper's hands.
Right through his hands.
And you don't expect that.
No.
But he did hustle. He was in right place, right time. That's a good header by Haji Berry. And then the goalkeeper took his eyes off because he saw Salazar coming and was still able to get away with it for a goal kick.
You want a good trend?
Would love a good trend.
First 7 games of the season, Memphis was shut out 4 times. They have not been shut out since.
Still plenty
all right
of time.
with that?
I'm okay with that. You know what? The way that they've been playing the last 20 minutes, I think they have there's going to be some opportunities to present themselves, and we still really haven't seen Kyle Murphy in this one yet.
Salazar with the crossing pass, that's knocked away. Out to midfield, Logue hits it right back in, but right to the keeper, Sean Melvin.
Yeah, Salazar couldn't have touched that one. He was in an offside position. Getting back.
Now, one bad trend for Memphis. They haven't scored past the 75th minute this year. So how about they get one quickly? Here's a Tuahene.
And I think that one was a Skylar Thomas header here at home.
Colorado Springs controlling the possession now. Burt plays it ahead. Now a crossing pass for Galena. Sekbers knocks it away.
Good space out on the wing for Beckford to send that one in, but Sekbers well positioned to just marshal that one out for a corner kick.
It'll be a Colorado Springs corner. Switchbacks. Game over 500. 7 wins, 6 losses, 3 draws, 24 points. Good enough for 3rd in the Western Conference Mountain Division. Here's the corner, headed away. Go all the way out to midfield and out of bounds, another throw in. And Argueta will do that for Colorado Springs. Nope, he'll give it up.
It's amazing how unselfish players get in the last 20 minutes of the match when they're a goal up and will let, oh no, you take that throw in. Here, you walk 50 yards and take this. That and the goalkeeper with nobody around falling on the ball like it's going to explode.
Now Galena a little too aggressive with Segbers. He'll get whistled.
You know, and I don't think Ben Pierman was preaching hyperbole at halftime either. I think Memphis has played very well. I thought they did fine in the first half. Shots are on target, 2 apiece, 11-10 in favor of Colorado Springs. I think both have gone at it well tonight. And I think the fans have been treated to just a good, hard, physical match.
Yeah, I remember Ben Pierman talking early in the season, though, about this 901 FC team. Too many times played really well, but had nothing to show for it. And wanted to start having the results pay off with the effort that they have. Here's Segbers. Segbers, boy, good defensive job there by Echeverria. Stood him up. Or that was Jimmy Ockford, I'm sorry. And now Galena overruns it.
Yeah, and to your point, I think he said early in the preseason, you know, until they start counting moral victories in the standings, we really don't need very many of those.
Right. Here's Galena. Michi Galena is crossing pass knocked away, and Leston Paul brings it back for 901 FC. Long lead pass for Salazar. Salazar had to slow up so he wasn't offsides. It gave Colorado Springs a chance to get it back to their keeper, Sean Melvin.
Oh, and that was a terrific play by Tristan Hodge. The backspin got the better of Salazar. If it would have had some front spin, he could have run onto the ball, but he had to wait for the backspin, and then Tristan Hodge, really smart play, heading it back to his keeper and getting it out of danger.
Saw Dre Fortune there, about to check in for Memphis. Long ball for Lewis, too far. Brady Scott comes out, clears it from danger, picked up by Oduro. Now to Dakers. Dakers, good ball into the corner for Salazar if he can get there. Salazar still trying to keep it alive. His crossing pass off a heel, knocked away. Out to midfield. Reynolds keeps it in. Reynolds trying to control the bouncing ball. Reynolds to Oduro. We'll play back to midfield. Zach Carroll to Logue. Logue, that one's taken away and back the other way. Breakaway for Beckford. Plays it over to Galena. The shot, big save by Brady Scott. And Brady Scott gets the goal kick out of it as well. A 2-on-0 for Colorado Springs. And Dre Fortune now will check in. He'll check in for Michael Salazar.
Oh, Beckford thought he was going to have a 2-on-1, 2-on-0 situation. Great drive up the middle. He's got help on the wing. Brady Scott not overcommitting, plays big, keeps his feet. And I tell you, folks, that may have just saved the match. We may look back on that and say, this is the moment. Got a foot on it, and his trailing hand able to palm it away and out of danger. What a great job by Brady Scott.
To Ahene, his crossing pass knocked away, and then a long shot by Dakers. Another long shot goes high over the goal and out of play. That one by Oduro. Well, that was the difference in the Oklahoma City game on Saturday for Memphis 901 FC. They trailed 2-1, trailed by a goal. Had opportunities, had more opportunities, and then there was a mistake, led to that third goal, and then game's over. You got late in the game at that point, or at least it was very difficult at that point, and they were a man short. So that goal, that save there by Brady Scott, huge to keep it a 1-goal game.
We've talked about all the goals that Colorado Springs scores, but we haven't talked completely about all their MOs. One is, of course, that quick transition up the field, almost skipping the midfield. But they are so good on the counterattack. They are lightning fast on turnovers. They don't mess about. They get out there and they move forward, and then they take numbers with them.
Matt Mahoney, who has played in all 16 games for Colorado Springs Switchbacks. He checks in out of Buffalo, New York. He'll replace Tristan Hodge, who comes out. Segbers for Memphis, plays it back to the keeper, Brady Scott. He'll boot it out. Edwards' header to the sidelines, too far. It'll be a throw-in for Memphis.
And I think that'll be a confidence builder, that save by Brady Scott. Early in the match conceding that penalty, but he's getting more experience in these tough situations, and he answered the call on that one.
Reynolds plays it into the box. It's knocked away. Memphis tries to keep it in. Cleared high into the air. Now Reynolds battling for it. His header ahead for to Ahene. Nifty move there by Atuahene. Atuahene plays it in front, trying to find Murphy. It's knocked away, but it'll be a Celtic crossing corner for 901 FC.
How fun is he to watch in the second half? When he comes in, it's
just a burst of energy.
It changes the game, and he is an intense burst, as you said. And again, terrific work. And make no mistake, Andre Reynolds, his shielding of the ball to make that play even possible was great work down the left side.
Mitch Guitar will come in for, speaking of a bolt of energy, Mitch Guitar will check in for 901 FC.
It's a good night of work by Dominic Oduro tonight. Another physical performance for him. Good job working in tandem with Leston Paul in front of what was the back three, and now in the second half, the back four.
Now Niall Logue is going to get a yellow card. This is the second time while lining up for a corner kick that Memphis has gotten a yellow card. The other was Kyle Murphy. You called for it last time. How about a yellow card and a goal all on the same play?
From Murphy or Logue, either one.
Let's take one from Logue here. Dakers will put it in play. Memphis crowding that box. Played in, and Carroll couldn't get a head on it. It's punched out to midfield, where Leston Paul has it for Memphis, with a lot of pressure on him from Argueta.
Referee tried to play advantage. Leston Paul dribbled that out of bounds after getting tripped up.
Here's the last yellow card. You see Logue and Mahoney. Mahoney had just checked on, and good push from Logue. I wouldn't mess with Niall Logue. And we'll have another substitution. Jose Torres will come in. He'll replace Andre Lewis. Lewis creating a couple of chances in this one tonight.
Memphis has had ample opportunity off of the restarts to make something out of it. Law of averages at some point you would think would work in their favor. Thus far, they've gone to the well several times, come up empty.
Dakers plays it high into the box. Two Memphis players taken down.
We have found a unicorn. There is a penalty called in favor of Memphis 901 FC, the first this year.
And an opportunity to tie this score.
But I'm not sure which player dragged down will get credit for that, because two players were pulled to the ground.
Well, he says Ockford. If it's him, he's done. Yep, it's Ockford, and he's done. That's two yellows. That equals red. And now Memphis will have a chance with a penalty kick and an opportunity to play a man up for the remainder of this game. And the way that they're pressuring and applying the pressure here in this second half couldn't come at a better time. Brendan Burke not happy with the call, what coach would be, but well, we saw it from here. We saw two Memphis players go down at the same time. So a red card for Jimmy Ockford. He's done.
Here's another look at it. And yeah, the shirt grab of one, and also on Logue on the far side as well. I couldn't tell who had a handful of Logues, but there were two players that went down. And here's the guy that you want stepping up, because he's the guy. Kyle Murphy wants the ball.
7 goals in 7 games, making 8 goals in 8 games. Goal, Memphis 901 FC. Kyle Murphy with the penalty kick and the equalizer. And we're all even at 1.
And look at this, Memphis 901 FC. Now Logue says, quit celebrating. We got a man advantage. Let's get after it.
Chick-fil-A, proud sponsor of Memphis 901 FC. Every Memphis 901 FC goal is a Chick-fil-A Mid-South goal. Murphy beats him bottom left corner. That's 8 goals in 8 games for Kyle Murphy. His 9th goal of the season, which leads the team.
Beautifully taken, stroked, a worm killer into the left corner. Kyle Murphy, no doubt about it. Goalkeeper, no chance.
Now Memphis 901 FC playing a man up as well. here with 6 minutes left before stoppage time. You can tell the fresh legs that have checked in for Memphis.
Oh, I think everybody's about to catch a second wind on top of that as well. Now the question is, can they focus that and parlay that into something else in the form of a second goal? But you're right. The substitutions, Ben Pierman pulling the right strings for Memphis.
Both teams scoring tonight on a penalty kick. Now Mitch Qatar is going to be called for a foul there.
You've got Torres down, and it looks like you've also got one other player down the wing that's down as well. Late in the match, it's hot.
Yeah, that's Galena, Mishi Galena. That's Torres, who had just checked on.
Significant dead ball opportunity here. This is about 28 yards from goal. Is this to Brady Scott's right?
He's moved it up about 3 yards. Torres will put it in play, headed out by Logue. Boy, he always seems to find the ball in that situation. Knocked back in, but right to Brady Scott. See if Memphis can make something happen here. Dre Fortune to Tuahane. Tuahane with 3 defenders. Gets it to Fortune. Plays it across. Has a man in front. And he's tripped up. Dakers. Did he trip over his own feet or was he tripped? Because no call. As Dakers tried to get the head on it. And he went down.
No complaints.
No
from
complaints.
Dakers.
Must have tripped over his own feet.
Yeah. Terrific ball. And it all started on the other end with Brady Scott. Here's the ball in. Yeah, nobody near him. Yeah, just tripped up.
Yeah, from our angle, it certainly looked like he was taken down, but with no complaining or anything, certainly assumed that that was not the case. Now Sean Melvin will put it back in play. We're even at 1. No games tonight in the Central Division. A draw for Memphis, they would stay in the 6th spot in the Central Division, move just 1 point behind both Oklahoma City and Atlanta United 2, and move 2 points behind Tulsa. If they could somehow get another goal, they'd move all the way up to a tie for 3rd with Tulsa with the game in hand. Still plenty of time to get that done. That pass for Dakers misses him. And Colorado Springs brings it back. Torres, his long pass picked off by Segbers. Nice move there by Segbers. Segbers cuts to the middle. Oh, Segbers just one too many moves. And that one he couldn't get away with. Switchbacks playing with 10 men. They're a man down after Jimmy Ockford picked up his 2nd yellow card in the box, which gave Memphis a penalty kick and the equalizer in this ball game. Ben Pierman hoping they can just find one more strike. Under 2 minutes to go in regulation time. Melvin puts it back in play. A second half that's been really all Memphis, frankly.
How about this for a second half number? 48% possession for Memphis 901 FC. It's among their season high. Do we have a high boot here? Kyle Murphy thought maybe so, but on him. And now did Ben Pierman just get a yellow card? Might as well. Everybody else did for Memphis tonight.
That was on Ben Pierman, the head coach of 901 FC.
And now Dakers is like, no, you don't get an extra 5 yards for offsides. Back it up.
That's the 5th yellow card handed out to Memphis. 5 aside in this game as far as the yellow cards are concerned. 2 of them going to Jimmy Ockford of Colorado Springs. That's why they are playing a man down. Torres puts it in play, headed around, loose in front. Scott gets a hand on it, and then Logue kicks it out, and we have a whistle.
Great job by Brady Scott. Offside, though. That one's going to come back. Quick restart for Memphis 901 FC. It'd be interesting to see how much added time. I think there will be less compared to the first half for sure.
Yeah, we had a few long stoppages in that first half. Closing seconds here of regulation time.
Then watch them put up 7 just to spite us.
I'm going to say 3, 4. 4 minutes. 4 minutes of Miller Lite stoppage time have been added. Plenty of time. And Memphis with the throw-in. Long throw into the box. It's loose, and Colorado Springs will come away with it. Torres will just clear it all the way down to the Memphis keeper, Brady Scott. For Niall Logue. His long ball is headed away. Torres. He goes down, whistle, foul.
Foul or not, smart play by Leston Paul because it slowed Colorado Springs in transition. Inside, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking what that lady's thinking. Are you kidding me?
Here's Galena. Mishi Galena. He's got 5 goals on the year, very dangerous. Argueta for Colorado Springs. Guitar deflects that pass. Kept in. Barry. Boy, I haven't called Haji Barry's name in a long time. I shouldn't jinx it. That's good news for Memphis 901 FC. He had the goal on the penalty kick, his 16th, league leading 16th earlier. Echeverria now to Burt, back to Echeverria. Echeverria, good defensive play by Dre Fortune, but it's going to be a corner kick for Colorado Springs.
Well, if you tuned in to see the club's leading scorers score, you got that.
If you tuned in to see the leading scorer for Memphis 901 FC score, saw that as well.
Exactly.
2 leading goal scorers in this game. Haji Berry, you see him right there for Colorado Springs, and then Kyle Murphy for Memphis 901 FC, both scoring on penalty kicks. Now a corner kick, dangerous here for 901 FC. Headed away. Kyle Murphy was taken down hard in the box. He remains down. And now a whistle.
He's holding his chest. I don't think the assistant referee saw anything. That would be on the far side of the pitch, but now Murphy going to have to come off and be hailed back on. Looks like he's going to have to step off for a second. Then the question becomes, do we add more time to the 4 minutes? Because now we're down to the final minute of added time. And who gets the restart? If I'm Memphis, I don't like this right here.
It's put back in play. Colorado Springs. They control. Here's Michael Edwards in midfield. Dakers. Ooh, nice move. Can't get around the second defender, Argueta. Torres now. Galena. Barry. A lot of dangerous players. Dakers kicks it out. Did he kick it off? No. Thought he kicked it off of Galena, or at least he tried to kick it off Galena. It'll remain Colorado Springs ball. We've played 4 extra minutes. We'll see how much time we have left. And if Memphis is going to win this game, they're going to have to get the ball quickly. Barry in the corner. It'll be a goal kick. for 901 FC. Brady Scott.
I think this one's going to be a pure airmail right down right one.
He'll play it deep down the left side. Cleared out the midfield. Reynolds will try to keep it in. Can't. Official looks at his watch. We got to be getting close. Long throw in. Logue will clear it back out, and that's going to do it. And both teams will pick up a point tonight. Hard-fought game. The only goals coming on penalty kicks.
Injuries, short turnaround. Strong effort by the home team to come back and take a point on the road. Colorado Springs is advertised, though. They were lightning fast. Very exciting match.
Colorado Springs, they moved to 25 points, all alone in third place in the mountain. 901 FC, they get a point, remain at 6 with 20 points, just a point back of moving up. We'll be back to wrap things up after this.
Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex. Termites.
Don't mess up your deck with Tex-Mex. Terminex.
Here to help.
Don't burn down the duplex. Terminex.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
Weird. Come on. Great. You for real? So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination. AutoZone, your battery solution.
At Chick-fil-A Caraway Village, we always look forward to seeing Ellie. Nick also.
Ellie just gets excited and bolts right towards him.
She loves to come and get the bag and trops right back to Nick.
We never even had to ask them to hand her the bag. The team members just automatically knew to do it. It was just that little thing, that level of customer service that kind of blew my mind.
We're just really glad that Nick shared Ellie with us. We take care of our guests, whether they're two-legged or four-legged.
A 1-1 draw tonight at AutoZone Park in Memphis, but a lot of action between the Memphis 901 FC and Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC tonight. Both goals scored on penalty kicks, but both teams having their opportunities. Rob Fisher, Tim Van Horn with you as we check out the stats from tonight's match, and really a tale of two halves.
Yeah, I think once you wade in the second half, Memphis 901 FC really bumping up possession, having almost 50-50 in the second half. But what really stood out to me were the shots on goal, almost dead even. And that's very reflective of how the match was tonight. I think this was a fair result, given the fact that we had this decided on penalty kicks. If you came in thinking this was going to be 1-1 on penalty kicks, well, good on you, because we didn't see this one coming.
No, thought it'd be explosive. Colorado Springs, one of the more explosive teams in all of the league, and Memphis 901 FC played really well defensively. The lone goal for Colorado Springs coming on a PK. Lone goal for Memphis coming on a PK as well, and that's where we finished tonight 1-1 as both teams pick up a point. And I think playing all of these games that you're going to be playing, picking up a point, I think you're happy with the result tonight.
Absolutely, and you play a team like Colorado Springs, and you know that's going to be an uphill climb considering the short turnaround. Also, the number of injuries. You lose your starting keeper for personal reasons being out tonight. Brady Scott comes in, he conceded the penalty early on. I thought he was super solid in the second half, making great decisions coming off of his line, his positioning. A big save we talked about earlier in the second half, where he had that 2-on-1 save that he made that may have very well saved the game.
Kyle Murphy, man of the match, with the lone goal coming on a penalty kick, and boy, has he been something special here as of late. Murphy, 8 goals now in the last 8 games for him, his 9th goal of the season. That leads the team. The two leading scorers tonight, both the two leading goal scorers for each team tonight, both scored. Haji Berry for Colorado Springs and Kyle Murphy getting the tally for Memphis 901 FC. He was big on that penalty kick, first penalty kick that Memphis 901 FC's had all year.
Yeah, and he placed it really well. You know, you said 8 goals on the year. He's just a couple away from getting the all-time mark for Memphis 901 FC. The all-time record in the history of Memphis outdoor soccer ever is 12 by Paul Child, who is a Pittsburgh Riverhounds announcer. So he is on the cusp of history, and we are loving every minute of it.
Yeah, with 15 goals remaining, he certainly could get there. It was a mistake there by Memphis that led to a penalty kick, and this goal by Haji Berry that put Colorado Springs up 1-0. Then it was a mistake by Colorado Springs that gave Memphis a penalty kick, and they were able to tie it 1-1. Each team picks up a point. For Tim Van Horn, I'm Rob Fisher. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll talk to you Saturday night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.